Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Millie, and this is a video series I like to do where I work on my forever world. Every video I make a little bit more progress towards how I would like it to eventually look. And I hope these videos keep you company if you're trying to fall asleep, or getting some work done, or just in the background if you're playing your own game. So yeah, I don't really have a set plan for these videos. I just do whatever I need to do at the time. Thank you for being here and joining me today. Let's get started. So you join me today on a rainy afternoon. Ow. I really am enjoying being on Peaceful, probably a little bit too much, because I just take any and all risks. And honestly, if you haven't tried playing Minecraft on Peaceful, I went over this a few videos ago, I think, about how it feels kind of like a different game. Because to me, Minecraft is actually quite challenging. I know people say, oh, it's it's a game even kids play, but I don't know, that there's something about, maybe I'm just easily overwhelmed, but having to fear of a creeper being around, or getting crowded by multiple enemies, it doesn't make the most relaxing setting. And I think it's fine if you like to play on Peaceful, because that's the best thing about Minecraft. It's a sandbox game. You can make it, you can shape the world however you want, and you can play it however you want. If you don't want mobs in your world, get them out. You don't need them. So just as a small recap, because we are a few videos in now, we started the world in the jungle. And I remember when we spawned in, I say we, I hope that's okay. I obviously am just referring to myself, but you guys have been here through the journey. I don't really play this by myself in this world, so I don't want you guys to miss out on too much. Also, I'm currently looking for my horse because I'm not sure where they are. Oh, actually, before I get into that, you may have noticed in the game there is a bird song. So I did a live stream recently for hitting 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I'm so grateful for, but in that stream, I talked about wanting to have background noise, because as much as I love Minecraft and, you know, the sounds of your footsteps on different surfaces, I think what the world is really missing is nature sounds. The breeze, birdsong, yeah, just a little bit more liveliness. I think that would also help with the world feeling a bit lonely too. So I looked up for any kind of ambience that I could find, and I came across some other people on like Reddit who were also searching for different ambient sounds, and the ones that I got, I think they're good. You know, I have no idea how to make these sorts of things, and I wonder if people actually go out and record stuff. That's very cool. But none of the mods that I found were kind of what I was looking for. Some of them are a little bit too strong with the sounds, and yeah, I've also found that sometimes like the wrong sounds play. So for example, when I go over to the water, you can hear a rushing stream, which is lovely. Who doesn't love that sort of sound? But this is a lake. The water wouldn't necessarily be rushing in a single direction like that. But I think stuff like this happens because of the way Minecraft is set up. Again, I don't know coding or anything like that, but I think in terms of at least biomes, you have the ocean, the cold ocean, warm ocean, and then rivers. But I don't know if there's a difference between a river and a lake. So I think the sound is probably the same, and there's no way to make a separate sound depending on when you're near a bigger body of water that's not the ocean compared to a stream. So I think that's it's probably just there's no real way around it, at least for a resource pack. And again, I'm trying not to mod the game too much because I want to play on the latest updates. I really love all the babies currently. So yeah, I will be messing with the sounds a lot in this video, and I'm sorry about that. And so I did end up remembering that my horse was last tied up to the portal that I went through last time, before the portal teleported, and they are on top of the cherry grove. So I did go and get them, and of course, I cut off their saddle because I always do that. But this is another good example of the bird song. I don't know if birds would be making too much noise at night. At least where I live, they tend to quiet down. At least where I live, they tend to get a bit more quiet at night. It's just very strong. So I was thinking as an alternative, of course, it would be incredible if I could just go outside and record the sounds around me. That would also make it way more personable. That would be, you know, like my world in Minecraft. But I live by a road, so there's like too many cars, and I haven't seen any of those in Minecraft, so I don't know if that would work out very well. So as an alternative to that alternative, I was thinking that in many games that I play, there is always ambient sound too. So I was thinking about going into a different game and recording the background noise there and then overlaying it. I haven't really thought about copyright or anything, but yeah, I don't know how everyone else does it in terms of getting the nature sounds. So that's my only thought for now. But I think it just makes such a nice difference already. Maybe even some crickets, or and I don't know how to pronounce these, but I think people say cicadas or cicadas. Some of those sounds would be nice at night, but I don't know if there is a day and night sort of cycle for the sounds. And I was thinking about tying up Shadowfax, or not Shadowfax because I didn't confirm the name, and probably going to sleep, but I thought, again, may as well make the most of playing on peaceful and go for a little nighttime ride. So this is also something I've mentioned before, how the reason I chose the village that I'm living in now is because it's the first one I found. I saw it as fate, right? It's like the first place I found. Oh, and this is a dark oak grove. And that, I love that wood, so I will have to take some of that. But yeah, the reason I'm living where I am now is because that was the first one I saw. And it would be nice to look back on the place that I've transformed as the first village that I found and that found me. But the thing is, I'm very in my mind, when I think of my forever world, I'm quite ambitious. I kind of have like one image of how I'd like my main village to look, and when I think of it, it would be on the coast. I really want to make somewhere with a harbour, and this place is just a little bit too inland. I know it is on a lovely lake, but the lake doesn't even connect to much. It goes down the cave and it kind of just stops. So I was thinking, if I happen to come across a different village, well, I might consider moving already. And part of me is like, I can't because, you know, I've already set up my house here, but this is the world that I want to keep forever. I don't want to already do stuff that I don't want to do. So today we will be exploring, and getting the map mod is something that I really would like. I wanted a mini map, but that is not a texture pack thing. And like I said, modding right now is hasn't been the easiest, just because I know that it can take time for different mods to update when there's a new patch, and I know that the game is going to update again with the sulfur caves. I'm really sorry if me doing this is painful for anyone. But to me, this is still faster than putting a block down beneath me. Also, I've never had a silk touch pickaxe in Minecraft before, so that's definitely a goal, because I would really like a mushroom. They're so whimsical. Are the mushrooms technically trees? I guess by the standard of having leaves and wood, not really. What's everyone's favorite Minecraft tree? I'll go first. So I mean, part of me wants to say, of course, the cherry blossom, because incredible. I mean, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. Like I said before, I would have loved to have been here when they first added them. But other than that, I mean, the pale garden trees, the pale wood trees are very, very aesthetically pleasing. So I think I probably have to say that those are my favorite, the pale trees. But I think probably the most interesting tree in Minecraft are the mangroves. And I'm just up. I'm climbing the trees with my horse, just to try and get a bit of a lay of the land, to see which direction I want to head in. Because I would like to go to the ocean. I think that's probably the best way to find new areas. I think the boat is a bit faster than the horse. But sorry, I keep on like cutting myself off and then forgetting what I was going to say. But the most interesting tree, I think, is probably the mangrove. And you know, I kind of like promote my other videos, but I do have a little series that I've stopped for now, where I talk about stuff in Minecraft in real life. And I've already done the spruce tree, which I loved, and I still like I use some of those facts every now and then, which I love having those sort of like facts in my pocket. Such a nerdy thing, but I love a good fact. What can I say? And whilst they probably wouldn't do a tree again next, the mangrove tree is incredible. Like, I already knew stuff about them before considering making this series, but mangrove trees are incredible. Like, the way they live and survive, and the different kinds, it's well worth learning about. And if you don't want to learn about it, you can just stay tuned, because I'm so sorry, horse. Um, because I really would like to talk about them. We have a ruined nether portal. This is my favourite kind actually, the one from where it's like hung up with chains. And it wasn't actually until recently, when I first got a different resource pack, I made a new world to test it in, and there they had a giant nether portal, and I've never seen one just rendered in like that just spawned naturally, but it was huge. And that's like one of the coolest things. I'd love to have a big nether portal like that. But then I don't know where to put it. Because I've had a nether portal in a village before, and the villagers they just go through. They're very brave. And they love the nether, even if they never return. Go to the nether, never come back. I started this video saying that I was going to do a mini recap for anyone that was new. And now it's like 20 minutes in. And I didn't even manage to do that. So if you're still here and you would like a recap, we spawned in the jungle, went to the Pale Garden, and then rode around on a boat for a bit until I found a cherry grove, climbed said cherry grove, and we found the village. And then from there, I did some mining in the mountain. I started building my first home, my little cottage, decorated the cottage, and then we went to the nether. And now we're here. And just look at that view, everyone. Let's take a minute. And it would be rude to pass up a chest from the pillager outpost. It's kind of a shame there are no pillagers here, because I think that the pillagers are so funny. I love when they come and raid your villages with the little banner. They're so cute with their crossbows. But I genuinely love that they added stuff like that. Just little world events that you wouldn't expect. That's why I don't shut up about modding, because there's so much potential with mods that I have never experienced. And I said this before, playing on survival properly or even hardcore would be probably painful to watch. But I'm always interested in watching people play with horror mods. Again, it would not be the calming experience that I try to go for. It'd probably be something for streaming, but I would love to try out different mods. And I said I would check out the chest here, but why not take everything else? It's what the pillagers would want. Which, actually, I think that would be something that'd be really interesting too. If you've ever played The Sims, there is a robber in that game. A robber. I don't know. That might be like a British way of saying that. A burglar. Or is that the British way of saying it? Someone who steals stuff. And I never played the older Sims games, but I remember playing The Sims 4 when they added the burglar, and they oh, it's a template, and we'll take the iron, but it's actually kind of scary. So you have your house and your Sims, and then you can buy a security system. You can also lock your doors in The Sims, so you can like lock it for everyone but the family that lives there or individual Sims. And I feel like I've never really done that. It is annoying when people just walk into your house, but the first time I saw the robber was so scary. Oh, they have allies. I know the noises they make can be not everyone's favorite, but they're so cute. Yeah, the first time I saw the robber, I didn't have a security system. I didn't have my doors locked, and they steal stuff. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Oh, now I know absolutely nothing about these guys and their AI, so I assume if I want to keep them around, I need to give them a reason. So I'm gonna give them each pumpkins so that they can hold them for me. I thought maybe they were a bit like carrier pigeons, but I'm not sure. So yeah, if you're playing The Sims, lock your doors. But that would be incredible if they added that to Minecraft and the pillagers. I mean, maybe they do that, and I've never realized. But if the pillagers actually came and stole stuff, and maybe they set your house on fire, I mean that would be horrible. But it would add a lot to the world. And there is another village. And I like that this village is on the coast. That is what I'm looking for, but I really again in my head, I would like it to be a little bit mountainous. But we will check it out. Of course we'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. Oh, I did not mean to hit that donkey. But I think the donkeys want to be hit. What are you doing? Please stop. No. mean. This donkey is a troll. Oh my gosh, they're doing it on purpose. So yeah, if you don't like the sound of the allies, allies? I think allies. I'm really sorry, but I do want to take them home with me, so they will probably be here for the majority of the video. And we're gonna see what's in this shipwreck. Oh, nice. The emeralds are always good. And one whole diamond. Again, I probably should have cleared everything in my inventory to come here. But it would be very not me to do that, so I'm sorry. These are the dark. Oh gosh, that's like a trap. Wait, this would be kind of a cool house. If you wanted to hide from your friends, just build it in the in a shipwreck. But the dark oak trapdoors, that looks like chocolate. I like chocolate. Yeah, I'm pretty different and weird. I like chocolate. Another armor trim. And suspicious stew. I don't know what that is. I assume it's just food that if you eat, it would make you have some kind of debuff, like poison. It's like, what is it? In Breath of the Wild, dubious, right? Dubious food. Oh, I love that game so much. Okay, this village is nice. We have a farmer, a maybe a weaponsmith, a blacksmith place, golden horse armor. Mew. That cat sounded like it was from Liverpool. Mew, mew. What was that sound? What are you sipping? Drinking on the job? Oh, I will take your emeralds and leave your food, because I am a very generous pillager. A wobber. Sorry. I know the allies are Starting to wear on me too. Okay, I think I've pretty much explored everywhere in this village. Huh. This is quite a faraway little animal pen. It doesn't meet my safety standards, so I will have to open it. Somewhere I also thought would be nice to live, if we happen to find somewhere like that, would be a cold village. I think they're tundra villages, because those houses are really cute, and I love kind of snowy, cozy weather. But I remember when I think it was in my first, like the first save where I finished the game. I remember finding the igloo and the whole thing with the carpet underneath, and then this like the ladder to a basement. What is going on there? What is the? I know that I'm not expecting law, but what is the justification for having like whatever's going on in that? It's like a prison situation. That's very very interesting. But again, more stuff like that. I know there's of course mods and stuff like that adds extra structures, but they could add so many little things to the game that I think would make it really cool and interesting and mysterious. And I think that's a really good start. I've also switched off the, not switched off, but I've changed the music to, I think, frequent rather than constant. Just because it's nice to have periods where it's a little bit more quiet and you can just focus on the lovely sounds of my two new friends who giggle like children for some reason. And even though I don't need these flowers now, I think whenever I see specific bunches of flowers, I'm just gonna collect them because making the house flower field is kind of top priority for the builds. just gonna head back this way, and oh, that's quite nice. The rain and the water. Although it's a bit loud in this area. But I did actually get a mod that I've kept, a resource pack that I've kept in terms of sounds, and it is, I think, like dynamic weather sounds, but it makes the rain sound lighter and a bit more, yeah, like staticky. I don't know, it's nice, everything, I think. There are so many animals here. I know I opened the pen that they had, but I don't think there was that many in there. Sorry, buddy. Do you mind if I just... And it's still raining? Oh no. Oh, look at the rainbow. That's nice. Rainbows are the sort of thing that someone could explain to me how they work, and it still won't make sense. Like, I don't know. It's... Rainbows are magic, actually. Hey buddy, thanks for waiting. Whoa! Like, dashing. But the thing is, like, I kind of do want to see what's over over the ocean, so do you mind just waiting a little bit longer? I think it'd be kind of a funny bit if every time I got on a boat, I would put some music on. It was like a slight speaker effect, like it sounded a little bit muffled. Thinking back, that's like, I know the new GTA is coming out this year. Maybe. Potentially. But that was one of the best things you could do in that game. Was to have your real music playing in the car. Ah, oh, I can't wait to do that again. It's like my favorite thing to do in games is to think about where I'm gonna live and then pretend I live there. So, just driving around. And one of the best games to do that in is Red Dead Redemption 2, which is one of my favorite games. And I will just ride around on my horse No, shooting a couple things. Oh god. Oh god, no. I don't know how to help you. Oh my god, I'm a terrible mother. Maybe you can sit in the boat and be safe. Okay, nice. We've got the babies in the buggy. And I think actually the best way to keep these guys around is probably to name them. I know maybe some of you are saying get rid of them because of the noise they're making, but I wanna keep them. So I'm gonna try and make name tags for them out in the wild so that they don't despawn, just in case. But as I was saying, Red Dead Redemption 2, riding around, put on some music. I like to listen to Casey Musgraves when I'm playing the game. And yeah, like country music that's not, you know, like the mega country music. Tierra Kennedy is really good as well. And just... Oh, and riding the train. It's really nice to walk to the, the train station, wait for the train, and just see where it takes you, even though I know all the routes it goes down. Okay, so I need to make an anvil, and an anvil takes a lot of iron. And I think I'm gonna be just short of enough. I think I need 4 bars. So that's it's unfortunate. But there has to be iron around here somewhere. There's iron in these hills. And now I need to make a what are they called? The oven, a little oven. A furnace, that's it. And we are ready to make the anvil. And for names, I think I'm just gonna go with 2 names from one of my favorite books. Vivi, short for Vivian, and Kay, because they are both Fae people from The Cruel Prince. And that was the first thing I thought of, so those are their names. And they are my best friends, and I love them. And yeah, I guess now we continue moving around, looking for anything on the coast that could be interesting. Ideally, another village. Cool, look at that sunset. Okay, this looks interesting over here. It's very hilly. Well, it's more kind of mountainous and jagged than hilly. Oh, one of them instantly got in the boat. But I will need to see. Oh, what's in this chest? Although I can't see a chest. Hmm. Thank God, one of them wasn't in the boat when it got pulled down. See, I'm already thinking this would be like an incredible little port, like a little cave, and there could be like a staircase running around, and it leads into the city. But I don't think there's a village here, and I really want to start out with an already made village. Although I have like transplanted villagers before from other other villages. But I would like it to be already there. Again, I hope this isn't too boring, but and I really would have liked to have got started on building now and really making some forever world kind of installations, but yeah, you know, when you're not happy with somewhere you've picked, I think when I find somewhere that I really like, I will feel more inspired to start building. So I'm sorry it's taking a bit. I'm not too sure where to go from here. I'm feeling pretty seasick at this point. Speaking of boats, I don't think I've been on many boats in my life. I remember actually growing up, we would go to a little coastal town in the UK, and there would be a little ferry boat between two sides of the land, and that was my like I loved going on that. It was like my favorite thing. And it's such a cute thing to like wait for the ferry. But yeah, other than that, I've been on like I've been on other ferries, like small ferries. I've never been on a cruise. Never been on a yacht. Not that I want to, but yeah, not a big boat person. I also think I'd be a bit scared. I can't say it's my favorite form of transport. Sorry if that's a boring thing to talk about. At least now we can listen to the rain. Just checking I got the girls with me. Hey guys, I don't know what we do now. Do we just give up and go home? You know, it would be nice actually if I gave these guys flowers to hold instead of the pumpkins. I guess I need to take off the pumpkins first. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm tired of the boat too, but we have to go. And again, I'm just gonna make a little. I'm just gonna have a little bit of a lookout, just to see where to head next. Oh, oh. Okay, we will go over to this cherry grove again. Sorry, squid. Wait. And there is a village, but I this kind of this looks a bit familiar. I mean, surely not. Surely we haven't gone in a circle. And this is surely somewhere new. No, this is this is this is the village. This is my village. Now, some people would say this is also a sign that I should stay here, but I mean, what are the chances I've managed to navigate back here? I guess I was never going in straight lines. I was always kind of carving around. I mean, this is a lovely spot. The lake, the mountain with the hole in the middle. But I yearn for the sea. Do you think I can make that jump? Yeah, okay. I just like broke my ankle, but it's fine. Home sweet home, I guess. I do love this place, and I haven't even lived here long. I just, I've got big dreams, and I suppose actually this would be a good opportunity to drop off my new kids, my two fairies. But yeah, I think even though this video is a little bit shorter than usual, next time we will find somewhere new, and maybe get started on a build. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I do plan on doing some more streams sometime, and yeah, until then, I will see you next time.